just had a few things to say. I always like to say a couple things about my lovely daughter and just some memories and those kind of things. But I'd like to first of all really thank everybody. The Doss family is so wonderful. See everybody here. I've met so many of you. They're just great people. We're really happy. We're blessed to have a number of the Genesers. Most of them were blessed, I guess. No, we're really not. It's just great to have all of you here. You guys came from all over. We got Ohio and Florida and Iowa. It's it's wonderful. And then the Mills clan. I can't thank you enough. Yep, and then all of Barry and Kelly's friends. I mean, what a great group. Just wonderful. Good support. It's always important, I think, to send two people off like this, friends and relatives. It just means so much. So I just had a couple more things. At Barry, I just want to say thank you for joining our family. We love you to death. We're just glad you made it. We were thinking maybe a stretcher, but that's a good thing. I mean, that's a great thing. So, I'm going to be real quick because I know we've got some others that would like to say a few things, but I just have a few things that I'd like to say. A couple memories that kind of talk about my daughter as I give her away to a wonderful man tonight. And I think of Kelly. Real quickly, I think of Kelly, I think of a happy kid. And that's what I think about my daughter. I think about really three things that stand out about Kelly. And my memory just goes blank, and I just let myself just drift. I think of a smile. I think of a good heart. She's got a good heart. And I think of, she just loves to play the game. Doesn't matter what game. She just loves to play the game. And it's just great memories. So I think of her smile. If you look at all of our photos of with her growing up, from when she was real little all the way up, she's got this huge smile on her face. She just loves life. She's just a really happy person, and we just love her to death. Her heart, you can always kind of tell somebody's heart by virtue of how they treat animals. And she had a dog. We had a little dog growing up, and Josie, and Kelly just dearly loved that dog. She would do anything, just couldn't. And then when finally we had put Josie down, Kelly just could not hardly handle it. It just was it broke her heart. But that's the kind of heart she has. She's just really a good person, good-hearted person. Last but not least, one of the wonderful memories of Kelly is just my time with her and just playing games. And she's just such a player. School, she worked hard. She just really worked hard. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. All right, bring it down. Notice only the young ones were all laughing. The rest of us, okay, very good. School, she worked really hard at school. We're real proud of her, and she always worked hard. I know Barry's doing a great job too. Board games, the Mills family, we grew up with games and board games, and Kelly was always, man, she wanted to win them, she played hard. All her sports, every sport, she just really worked hard. And I remember a moment, all the neighbor boys, she was little, Kelly was probably 8, 9, maybe 10 years old, and all the neighbor boys that were out playing football, and there's only one girl in the neighborhood they'd come knocking on the door to play football with, and that's Kelly. But it wasn't long, a few weeks down the road, and Kelly comes in with her first broken bone, her first collarbone for the football game with the boys, but we had many other broken bones after that. She's probably my best memories was when and I know for a lot of parents, the teenage years are really kind of tough years, But Kelly and I really grew close during those years. She played soccer, and it wasn't really the game so much. I love the game, don't get me wrong. But it was that time before the game. We're driving, and all the conversations we had, the long tournament drives, out of town, and it was just spending time with her and talking through things. Those were great years. All those teen years were it ended up being just terrific. And last but not least, I just want to toast. I want to say a prayer that Kelly and Barry, that you guys work on your marriage as hard as you play all your games, Kelly. And I know you'll be successful the rest of your life. Cheers. No, there was no. Just sit down.
Well, my name's Daryl. I'm Barry's dad.
Yeah!
This is Barry's mother right here, Jerry Lynn. And I want to thank all of Kelly's family and friends and all of Barry's family and friends for being here tonight to celebrate in this event. I wanted to tell you a little bit. The things you think about as you grow up and your kids grow up is you think about things in their lives. When we were, several years ago, we were at a University of North Texas game, and we were watching the game, and it was coming right down to the end, and there was like 30 seconds left in the game, the score was tied. And Jerry said, "I'm going into labor." And I said, "The game's tied. We can't win." She said, "That's okay, we can stay for overtime." I said, "No, let's go ahead." And sure enough, 2 hours later, Barry was born. And then I remember the time when, first time Barry was pitching, those are the types of things you remember. He had some kind of split finger fastball that I never knew he threw it, but he seemed to do it. I don't know whether they won or lost, but it was just fun watching the game. And then I remember that when he went through high school, we were just glad to see him get out. You have all these type of memories when your kids grow up. But I think an event like tonight is the ones that really you remember the most. It's when your son, your daughter, in this case Barry and Kelly, they're starting a life of their own. They're going to be creating their own memories, and they're going to be just as much fun as we had when we were growing up. To you, Chris.
So I'm Kelly's sister, older sister, and what is it? I just want to say that I truly love you both, and I'm so happy for you. And Kelly, I'm so glad that you found someone that is just so wonderful, and that you guys are going to be having a great life, and he's going to take care of you. And I'm just really happy about that, because I want to see my younger sister being taken care of. And so I'm just truly happy for that. And Barry's such a wonderful and respectful man that will really take care of her. And, in the long run, it'll just be wonderful to have him part of the family and to be able to grow old with them, as well as, seeing them grow in their marriage relationship. So I'm really excited for that. And, just really seeing them together, they really do balance each other out, and I love to see that. They're kind of opposites, I guess, when it says opposites do attract. What is it? When you go back to the fact, Kelly's just really competitive, and so when it comes to board games, when we used to play when we were young, and things like that, but if you lose to a game of Monopoly, she won't talk to you for a week. Where Barry's a little bit, I guess, less that, because when we played a Mills family game of tennis, we're extremely competitive, and Barry showed up in jeans and so that kind of we were all like, okay. Yeah, Barry's on Kelly's team. But no, he's wonderful, just wonderful. I'm just so happy, and I'm so glad that Barry's going to as part of the family, and we're going to be playing other competitive tennis games. But I wish you guys the best.
Thanks, baby. Okay, I'm a little nervous, so instead of trying to pretend you guys are all naked, I'm going to try to envision you as my 10-year-olds in my classroom, okay? Let's keep it PG. Alright, so it all started knowing Kelly in high school in Mrs. Wright's classroom. I was the well-bred student, and Kelly was the well-planted student, meaning she planted herself right next to me during all those tests and occasional essays. And then we started to hang out, and we had so many heart-to-hearts, and you're like a sister to me now. I absolutely love you to death. And then you brought Barry around, and Barry, swear, you're another redhead, so I started to think we might have to duke it out a little bit, But then I realized you look enough like me, we could be brothers and sisters, so we act on it now. So we're all set, we're all square, okay? No more than 2, Kelly, okay? Alright, so, cutting it off. You guys, to Kelly and Barry, cheers. I love both of you.
Already. Uh-oh. You knew this was coming. For those of you that, actually first I want to start off by saying thanks to Guy and Sherry for putting this on. Thank you so very much. Gerald for last night, thank you so much. Here we go. So the first time I met Barry Doss, Barry Doss tried to fight me. At church. Why would you try to fight me at church? Okay, number one, I was 14 and Barry was 16, which is super intimidating, believe it or not. Even Barry was intimidating because he's 2 years older than me, and he has a car, which is really intimidating when you're 14. So this guy walks up to me and he goes, "And I heard you been talking some smack about me." I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to go to church. So why was this guy trying to fight? Why do you think? You're a teenage boy. There was a girl. And honestly, believe it or not, I totally had it coming. Because I had been talking so much smack about her. Why? Because I liked her, but she liked Barry. And Barry liked her back. And so I was like, you like this guy? Why, because he has a car? Come on. And here's the thing about Barry. What I didn't like about him, he was just so cool. He was so cool, believe it or not. Believe it or not. This is a long time ago. This is a long time ago. Super cool. So yeah, he had a car and that gives you instant coolness, but he also had the sweetest haircut. Oh man, it was awesome. Really long, shaved underneath. Almost like a chili bowl type haircut. Except he would slick it back. With LA Looks gel. Looking like a greaser from the outside. Like, this guy's awesome. Stay redheaded, pony boy. So back to the conversation. Walks up and sitting at her, talking some smack. I'm shaking. thinking like, oh, I know exactly what he's talking about. I know exactly what he's talking about. This guy's gonna punch me in the church parking lot. Looks at me all stone-faced and just goes, man, I'm just messing with you. I exhaled, and I went to the bathroom. But nothing bonds adolescent males like a potential to fight each other. I actually don't think you become friends if you don't try to fight each other. So after that, we became friends. And we actually weren't best friends until I got the initiated haircut. So now I had to get this haircut. That was so stupid. Now we're both slicks. And that was how it all began. And it stayed. And let me get a little weird now. My voice again gonna tremble. But the cool thing about Barry is we pick right back up where we left off every single time. And that's because, as you know, he is an incredible friend. Incredible. I can't imagine that you would want anything else from a husband. I don't really want to imagine having a husband. But I can imagine that the one thing that you would want is loyalty. And that is, without a doubt, what you have with this guy. Best friend in the whole wide world. Gonna stay like that forever. So, when he started dating Kelly, I met Kelly, I came out here, and I met her and I was immediately like, she is way too pretty for you. Way too pretty for you, man. And fell in love with you instantly. Just like your dad said, beautiful smile. Fantastic person. I can't say enough good things. I mean, the fact that Barry loves you means that I love you, and everybody that is friends with Barry should, because he's a good guy. Like I said, great friend. Then, one day I get a text, of all things. You know, and Barry and I would talk every so often, every few years, we actually can just catch up. What up? Like I said, pick right back up where we left off. One day he sends me a text and goes, hey man. just right out, hey man. I'm thinking about proposing to Kelly. What do you think? First of all, it's a text message. Kind of my first thought. Cool, okay. Second thought is, this is kind of a trap. What do I think? You've been with her for like 6 years. You're not getting any younger. You really love her. I think you do it. Well, I mean, of course, that's awesome. So I just wrote the same thing. What do I think? You're an idiot. Of course you should. He goes, yeah, okay, cool. That's what I thought. Best part? End of correspondence. No more. Just, send that out satellite style. All right, transmission incomplete now. So I was so glad to be here, man, and thank you, buddy. Like, since we caught back up, like I said, right back where we left off. The most loyal man in the world. I can't imagine having a better friend than that. Best friend. Congratulations to you guys. I was going to give you a traditional Irish toast, but if you're Irish, you realize that they're all incredibly morbid and really lewd. So here's one that's kind of, actually it's definitely fitting. Raise your glasses. Here's to you guys, the Dawsons. May your house always be too small for the amount of friends that you have. That's it.